Somewhere between dreams and reality, I heard a voice. Min-ho. My eyes fluttered open, and then I sat up. Hyung-woo stood near my bed, faintly smiling. I blinked, heart skipping. The clock read 3:30 a.m. What? My voice came out rough with sleep. He didn't answer, just tilted his head toward the window. I followed his gaze. It was open. I'd left it that way because of the heat. Forgot to close it. Why are you here? I whispered. Still, no reply. Just that unreadable, soft smile. He stepped forward and placed a small bag on the bed. A pretty one, wrapped like a gift. Before I could say anything, he turned and walked back to the window. Hyung-woo. But he was already gone. I rushed to the window, but when I looked down, he'd vanished into the night. Had he seriously broken into my room just to drop off a bag? I finally turned back to the bed. I opened the bag slowly. Inside, a neatly folded white t-shirt. On the front, bold black letters. Love. I swallowed. Beneath it, my earphones. And then, a small black box. My fingers hovered over it for a second before I lifted the lid. Inside, a simple silver bangle. Sleek, minimalist. Nothing flashy, but it felt personal. There was a note tucked in. His handwriting was quick, a little messy. Wear this. Or throw it away. I don't care. Want to say thanks for being with me that night. I exhaled slowly, chest tight. Then I noticed the tiny PS at the bottom. Don't get serious about the word on the t-shirt. I just grabbed the first one I saw in the shop. I frowned. Damn idiot. I tossed the note onto the bed and grabbed the t-shirt again, running my fingers over the bold black letters. Love. First one he saw in the shop. Yeah, right. I sighed, rubbing my temple. I can't understand this man. Then, without thinking, I slipped the bangle onto my wrist. My phone buzzed again. Do you like it? I scoffed. Didn't he just say I could throw it away? I didn't respond. 5 minutes passed. Knock. Knock. Not at the door. At the window. I let out a frustrated breath and opened the window. He climbed in smoothly, like he'd done it 1,000 times. You didn't reply, he said quietly. I grabbed the nearest pillow and threw it at him. Muttered, it looked good on you. I froze. My eyes flicked to my wrist. I hadn't even realized I was still wearing it. Idiot, I mumbled, looking away. He didn't argue, just smirked. Then he raised his wrist. The same bangle. No way. He stepped closer, pressing his wrist against mine. Matching. I stared, speechless. Why are you doing this? My voice came out like a breath. He didn't answer at first, just tilted his head slightly, that infuriating smirk tugging at his lips. I can do whatever I want with things that belong to me. I blinked. What did you say? You heard me, he said quietly. I clenched my fists. I'm not your thing. He let out a soft laugh, walking toward the window again. Then stop acting like one. Before I could say anything, he climbed out again. He didn't just leave behind a gift. He left a storm inside me.